Brace yourself. Concerns are growing over the possibility of a Hamas-like terror incident right here on America's home front. FBI Director Christopher Wray warns of violent extremism and a spike in threats in the wake of Israel's war with Hamas. Dale Hurd reports U.S. borders are vulnerable, and data confirms terrorists have already snuck through.
Under questioning by FBI agents, New Yorker Ali Karani admitted in 2017 to being a member of something called Unit 910. It's the Black Ops unit of Hezbollah, controlled by Iran. Karani told agents he was trained to be a suicide bomber and was scouting targets in New York City. He's now in prison. Another Unit 910 member in prison this year, New Jersey resident Alexei alias Alex Saab, had also scouted potential targets around New York City. While the exact number of Hamas and Hezbollah sleeper cells operating within the United States is not known, a comprehensive study by George Washington University last year found the most Hezbollah activity in Michigan, New York, North Carolina, and California. If Americans are wondering if they're safe from the kind of attack Hamas carried out against Israel, terrorism experts say the answer is not encouraging. Former FBI Special Agent Eric Caron.
We have over 1,000 joint terrorism task force cases going on here in America today relating to Muslim extremists.
So far this year, authorities have caught 151 people on the FBI's terrorism watch list, trying to illegally enter the U.S. through the southern border. That's 50 times higher than 2 years ago. Most are coming through Panama's Darien Gap, where journalist Michael Yan says he's seeing 3,000 to 5,000 migrants pass through every day on their way to the U.S.
I see a lot of Chinese coming through. Most of the people you see coming through are military-age males of any sort, right? I see Afghans coming in by the thousands. I've had people come through that say they're from Gaza.
CBN News correspondent Chuck Holton has also reported from the Darien Gap and says he has no doubt dangerous persons are headed for the U.S. border.
I interviewed a guy from Afghanistan. We found many people from Somalia and Yemen. We found people from Syria, Iran. We have seen people coming through.
Former Agent Karen is especially concerned about America's ports, where Customs and Border Protection is supposed to scan every incoming container for radiation, but physically inspects only 3%.
We have 328 ports of entry into America. They all have to be secure, and many of them are soft.
Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy warned this week that what happened in Israel could happen here. McCarthy said, "We should wake up ourselves. We could have the same thing happen next week to us. Our intel is never perfect, and we've got a wide-open border."
The idea that they don't want to attack us again like a 9/11, but even bigger, is foolish. They want to attack us. They want to destroy America.
Dale Hurd joins us with more. Dale, it seems like FBI Director Wray is talking more about hate crimes, incidents against Muslims and Jews here in the U.S. as a result of the Gaza war. So why didn't he come out and warn against terrorists?
Well, no one would want to see hate crimes against people simply because of the way they look or how they worship. But let's be honest, our immigration policy has been a disaster, and now the country is at risk. I'll never forget, I have a good friend who's from Lebanon who told me that when he was sworn in as an American citizen, they said the Pledge of Allegiance, he could hear Palestinians cursing the United States in Arabic during that ceremony. He could tell by their accent they were from Palestine. Okay, to me, that kind of encapsulates the kind of policy that we've had, along with a border allowing in just about anyone who really wants to get into this country can get in.
Okay, as Eric Caron mentioned, the FBI has 1,000 anti-terror cases right now. So what did he say they're looking for? Focusing more on lone wolves or sleeper cells coordinating a terrorist attack?
He didn't say, and I can only assume that the FBI knows, or at least thinks they know, who's here. Let me just say the Gestapo was very good at ratting spies out of the Third Reich, and the FBI breaks the law in the way it monitors you and I. and they're probably breaking the law in the way they monitor terrorists. And in that case, it's probably a good thing.
Well, we don't want people to panic here, but Karen also expressed concern about our ports. So just how vulnerable are they to perhaps a dirty bomb or a biological weapon getting through without detection?
They're very vulnerable to a creative mode of attack. If someone tries to simply put a dirty bomb in a container, it probably will be detected by these machines that are supposed to scan all the containers coming in. But what if a terrorist group paid off someone in a port?
Well, not to mention maybe biological weapons. You wouldn't have any detection there, would you?
Yeah, not that I know of.
And the porous southern border, border agents have already caught 150 people on the terror watch list. So you can't help but wonder, if they've done that, how many have actually gotten through without being caught?
I'm new to the Darien Gap problem, and in talking to Michael Yan and Chuck Holton, I've never heard so much concern about an issue. They really feel like this has been undersold in the media, that it is a big, big problem because Central American governments are trying to facilitate more people going through the Darien Gap. And these guys have never seen anything like it in their careers. And, you know, Lord protect us from our immigration policy. That's all I can say.
Dale Hurd, thanks for raising awareness with your insightful reporting. We appreciate you. God bless.
Thank you, Gary.